What is up? Welcome into the Buddy Cop Podcast. My name is Morpheus, a.k.a. Sean Leary. I'm a comedian and a producer and not a writer, not really an actor, but I do whatever you want me to do. And tonight I'm Morpheus up in here for The Matrix, and I am joined by my second mic, my co-host, my co-producer, Neo, the one, Scott Ibarra, and I'm also joined by Switch over here in the white, short haircut, weirdly in white, the only one in white in the movie, Tom Cocking, our czar to box office, Rotten Tomatoes, inflation, everything Wikipedia. We're all here for the 1999 mega, it doesn't even, like, beyond mega movie, The Matrix. Red pill, the blue pill. You decide. What a fucking movie. 1999, well at the end of our, you like 80s, I like 90s. This one at the end, probably the newest movie we've done on the pod. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. So you can also check out all of our other episodes, all of your favorite action movies over there, Predator, Die Hard, all the favorites on YouTube, the Buddy Cop Podcast, as well as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in the Buddy Cop Podcast. This is free on YouTube. This is a Warner Brothers joint, a Joel Silver joint, a Village Roadshow joint. I love it. It's 99. It's the bullet. It's the everything. It's the CGI. It's
Joel
the FX.
Silver joint. No boobs.
No
coke.
No coke. You did it, Joel.
You did it, Joel. You came around.
Joel went blue pill on this one. He went full blue pill on this one and kept it kosher. Yeah. Kept it there.
Kept it in his pants. I love it.
Yeah. So
the leather, I don't know.
There's quite a bit of latex.
He went a little bit latexy on that. So
I'll allow it.
He touched a bit of spots he
I'll
wanted
allow
to.
it.
We'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll allow it, Joel.
And we're up here in the studio with the Matrix vibe.
Is that code?
This is coding.
That's
so if you hear that at any point, just got into the IRS D-base. Okay, I'm in NORAD. I'm in. Department of Defense. I'm in. DOJ. Tank. Dozer. Boom.
Can we do a count on how many times he does this? Like
we're going to do it.
Ding.
I want it down in the bottom right-hand corner every time. Because it was the best part of the movie. As soon as this movie starts and you see the green backwards katana sushi recipe letters and the green, and I just go, I'm vibing. And like we know, this isn't Daddy's favorite kind of movie to unpack on the pod. This isn't, hey, we're doing lines before we shoot a bazooka at somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is philosophy. This is kung fu. This is computer wavelengths in space. And I'm like, is this a Scott movie? Is this a Tom movie? How did we get to The Matrix? And this is a question for all of us. How did we end up at The Matrix?
Well, we wanted to get the bars up for young men and older men. Get the bars up. Yep, 1845.
Numbers were a little
bit
low.
Get the boners up. Yep.
Yeah, boners up.
But also, I think this is the movie that changed martial arts movies, changed action movies, and science fiction. Brought us into the Y2K. So this is kind of the pinnacle of all of it. It all changed after this. They started doing different camera angles, special effects. This changed.
And if you don't know what Y2K is, it was this crazy thing back in 1999 where they're like, hey, when the clocks go to 2000, the computers aren't going to know what the 00.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot all the missiles. All the tanks are going to blow up. Everyone's dead. Yeah. And we're hunkering in our basements. 1999, ball drops, boom, nothing happens.
If you have to explain Y2K to someone, then that's not someone you should be hanging out with.
And what a base.
It's just like if you're on Tinder and that person doesn't remember 9/11, it's not a good look.
Well, it is one of those things where, I want to kind of reach out to the younger demographic. Maybe they don't know. This is a 99. They might not know about Y2K. Shit, half the time people don't know about 9/11 like you're talking about.
That's true.
Let's give them a little juice. Hey, come on, you're Neo.
Could you explain a basement to people as well?
Okay, so a basement.
We don't know about those.
It's when you're kind of trashy and you live in the Midwest and the tornado's coming. You go down there. That's what a basement is. Yeah. Boom. Red pill, blue pill. Morpheus, baby.
Yep. A basement is another living room for teens.
Yes, with usually an air hockey table and or a TV with a big back. One of the big, and it's got a big back on it. Today TV's flat. We're talking junk in the trunk, big old booty butt.
There's usually kind of either a flower pattern or plaid couch.
Yep. One of the cushions is a little different color than the others.
Yep.
Because that's where Uncle Gary just fucking drank.
Yep.
That's
sweated.
What uncles come over, basement. There's a fridge down there. so he doesn't have to go upstairs. He doesn't walk well.
Yep. All of Uncle Touchy's board games are on
Uncle Touchy's pre-games. I actually opened for Uncle Touchy's pre-games once. It was crazy. It was in Nashville, this great bar. They killed. I was okay.
That's what they call Jelly Roll on the West Side.
Oh, Neo is the one. All the jokes are in. It's going to his mind. It's like limitless.
Yeah.
All right. So if you've never been with us before, we have a lot of fun on here. We're going to unpack the whole movie. We'll do each of our favorite moments. We'll look at the scores. We'll look at what the critics thought. There's fun facts on this one. Aplenty, abound. A movie that takes years to make. Third script for these directors. It's the Wachowski brothers out of Chicago. Kind of their third thing. We'll unpack that. We'll also do our takes, what we give the score out of 100 on our Rotten Tomatoes, and then a hot take.
Hot take.
Hot take. And we'll also recap the movie. We try to do it in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So, as always, comment, rate, review, subscribe. Let us know the movies that you want to see. I'm excited for Die Hard 3. It's coming up. I'm excited for Rush Hour. It's coming up. And then I want to throw out Striking Distance with Bruce Willis on the boat. It's so bad, but I would like to do that. Little Sarah Jessica Park. Yeah. Okay, so where do we start here? Do we start
First of all, what city is this in?
Okay,
I'm usually really good at this.
This is what's good. It feels like Los Angeles every time they're on a roof.
But it's not.
But it's not. Anytime they're discussing it, it's Chicago, Wabash and Lake and Elliott. All those streets are Chicago. That's where the Wachowskis are from.
Yeah.
And then it's actually shot in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, got it.
So when they got on the roof, and I'm like, oh, it's the sunniest day in the history of the world. It's got to be L.A.
Yeah.
And then you don't recognize any of the buildings.
But that's
And then he
Sydney.
goes, oh, all those Chicago street intersections. Hey, the payphones are at all these Chicago street intersections. And you're like, is this Chicago? And then they show you down on the street, and you're like, that's not Chicago. This is disgusting. I felt like they were in Glasgow for half of it.
Well, I was looking at the roof, when you looked at the skyscrapers and everything, usually I can identify, but the skyline, I was like, where the hell are we?
It was filmed in Sydney.
It was filmed in the City of Commerce.
Yes, and then some was at Culver Studios, right down the street from Pape, over in Palms. Some soundstage stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
and this movie just took 113 days just to shoot it. Not to mention some of the set pieces took 6 months to set up.
Yeah.
Like how is it to put that much into a movie? We'll talk about the budget because the budget was big and they wanted an even bigger budget. Obviously, it's a huge hit.
Well, that's why the script floated around for so long because it was such a high budget, so high tech, and everybody's like, "What's the story?" So a lot of people passed on it. Like, you always talk about Will Smith passed on it.
Well, yeah, that's one of the biggest fun facts that goes around the lore of this movie, and I want to unpack that next.
Yeah.
But so the backstory on these directors, it's two brothers, the Wachowski brothers. They're from Chicago. They make a movie called Bound with Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon and Joe Pantoliano, and it's a modest hit, but it catches the eyes of Warner Brothers.
Oh, it's the sexy one.
Where they're in hot tubs and stogies and hot tubs.
Yeah, it was Wild Things before, or Wild.
Yeah.
Wild
Things?
Wild Things with Denise Richards?
It was
Yeah,
basically
Wild
just
Things
called
before Wild Things.
Yeah, it was Hot Tub Cigars is what the original movie, and then they were like, I don't know.
Exactly.
And I actually opened for Hot Tub Cigars at that same bar, and they killed. I was okay.
I know.
And so they catch the eye of Warner Brothers, and they're like, okay, these guys obviously are making some stuff. So then they do this other one, Assassins, with Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone.
Ooh,
It's
fun.
Another one that doesn't really do that well, but they just are catching Joel Silver, and they're catching these executives, and they get the green light for The Matrix. And they go, we want to direct it. They've never directed anything, and they're like, well, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Silver's on board. So they finally get kind of everything together, and it gets off the ground. Now we get into casting. And the big story that is always in lore, everyone's talked about it, podcast, movies, all those 4-year consideration panels, he's talked about it. Will Smith turns down The Matrix to do Wild Wild West. A little bit of backstory there. Wild Wild West was a hit television show way back in the day, and essentially the character is James Bond.
Yeah.
So I don't want to kill him for thinking that role was a fire role. It just didn't get executed. No. It was a giant mechanical spider. It could have been electric.
Fun. Yeah.
And so I'm not going to kill him that much, but would he have been a good Neo? Yeah, Sydney.
Wow. I woke up this morning and I couldn't find, what pill to take. Jada was supposed to be in the film. I don't know. Miami.
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney.
And then the original...
We're filming this whole thing here. Yeah, all right. I don't know.
It's good.
We're working on it.
It would have been opposite. The original vision opposite Will Smith, who plays Morpheus, is Val Kilmer. Ooh. And I'm watching it. I'm watching the first half of the movie, and I go, I see where this was written for Val.
Yeah.
Like The Saint. Remember The Saint
yeah,
that he did? That
Batman.
was like
Batman.
just
when
literally,
he plays Batman, he played that very stoic.
Like all of the lines and stiff movements. I was like, oh, this was for Val. Because if you think
Chicks
back
dig
to
the
then.
car.
That's just 2 years after Batman. He's still massive. It's like Ghost in the Darkness and all those movies are coming out. So it's like he's still hot there. So I think he would have been a good Morpheus. I don't know the look. How do you do the look of Morpheus with Val? Because he won't go bald.
Easy. He would just be Bruce Wayne
like
again.
slicked
Yeah,
back.
the Larry Fishburne voice.
He would have been great, but then it would have been the white movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the whitest.
The whitest
We're
movie.
talking the palest actors in America.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer, Keanu Reeves, Carrie Ann Moss. Good God, the sunscreen budget. Joel Silver's going to run out of money.
Yeah.
But if like Val Kilmer and Will Smith,
Oh, yeah.
that would have been
Yeah,
wild
so then
too.
it wouldn't have been all white.
Yeah.
Matrix so white.
Oh, yeah.
What is the Matrix.com?
Well, they flipped it. They flipped it on us.
Well,
So
yeah,
they're
they
like,
would have
let's
been
make
flipped.
Morpheus black.
Yeah.
And
No,
let's make
yeah.
Neo pale.
Yeah, and then Carrie Ann Moss is a shade of white we've never seen.
Yeah.
Since Lori Petty.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
I know you hate her. She has
No,
short
no, no.
hair.
She was
I get it.
phenomenal. She was so good.
great in
She
that.
was so good. They also, like you said, they wanted Jada Pinkett Smith for that.
And
I
she
get
had
it because she
zero chemistry.
Yeah, no chemi with.
But she ended up
with
squeezing
Keanu,
her way into the later films.
But Keanu,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about. It sounds like hey, it's the Woody Show. Come on in.
Not a fan.
Boink. You get a KQ 102
I'm not a fan.
of Jada.
Yeah. Gotta say,
set it off?
Gotta say, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
not a fan.
I'm just not a fan of hers.
Wow.
You know, no matter how she does it, I'm not a fan.
It'd be funny if Owen Wilson was in the Matrix. Wow, look at all these. There's all these machines, and this world is infinite.
What's real? What's not?
Wow.
What's even
Wait, so
happening?
what you're trying to
I don't
tell
have
me?
a
What you're
heart.
trying to tell me? What
I
you're
don't
trying
have
to
a
tell me?
heart.
Okay, is that I take these pills and I'm gonna wake up in my bed, and the next day I'm gonna not be in this universe. Wow, that's really crazy. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, but I need some good sleep. All right, sounds good. All
What
right.
am I, a battery? Am I 9 volt? What am I? Am I a double A, triple A?
Wow,
What
wow,
am
you
I?
guys have guns and kung fu. This is great. Wow.
This is like a really great universe. I want to stay here.
I'm kind of digging the Matrix, but you know what? I think these giant vacuums hunting us down are really great.
It might be a hot day.
Wow, in the future there's a lot of storms. Wow.
It's always crappy weather.
No wonder you guys are wearing the overcoats. It's really raining all the time.
Who set the sky on fire? Wow,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Wow. How does anybody take a girl on a date out here?
The Wachowskis wanted Johnny Depp, and the studio wanted
Said
Keanu.
no.
Yeah, and so Johnny was probably, doing a Sauvage commercial in Tucson with a couple of coyotes.
He would have been good though.
Yeah, he would have been good, but it
all
would have
the
been
actors
pretentious.
all the actors that they considered would have been great.
Sure, but I think he would have been a little more pretentious, like not pretentious, but a little too wistful, or like in
Don't
the
forget,
eyes.
2 years after this is when they dropped
Pirates.
the movie Blow.
Oh, and that was
Yeah.
great.
And
yeah.
remember him in the beginning, he's this very like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. So he would have played it very
Sure.
well. And he was still young enough looking.
Yeah.
I think it would have been great.
It would have been interesting.
Keanu just kind of came across. Keanu got the athletic build going. He was
Yeah.
very lean, very cyberpunk, the cool kind of goth pale.
Cyberpunk,
So,
and
like,
that's
Point,
the whole
Point Break
thing.
was before.
Yes,
right?
Point Break's 92.
So Point Break was 92.
Yep,
What did he
Speed's
do after?
95. Speed's 95.
So yeah, so he that's
and then didn't he do some vampire stuff? He did he got panned in one of those vampire ones. Where he was like,
I'm missing a
bite my
couple-
neck.
I almost said Meet Joe Black, but that's
I'm
No,
missing
that's
a
Brad
couple,
Pitt.
But he did in
Oh,
90
Devil's Advocate, 98 with Pacino.
Yep.
That was
Big
a good
one.
one. That's a
Super
good one.
creepy and weird movie.
killed it in that.
Super weird movie.
Great movie.
Great, but weird.
Great.
Creepy.
He just didn't need the accent.
Yeah, he was like I'm Mr. Molasses, and I'm a district attorney
yeah.
from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Because he's
that chaps my ass.
That
couldn't
really
get rid of
chaps
the
my
California or whatever. island guy.
I am an FBI.
Yeah. I've got to take this guy to court. And then they put on like the accent.
Yeah.
He's like, now, Your Honor.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Your Honor, you have to see that I was surfing earlier.
The other one that they wanted for Trinity, and they offered it to her, and she couldn't do it for scheduling purposes, was Janet Jackson. And it makes sense because of the latex.
Oh, you know who else?
Yeah.
Right? Because she's never done anything that wasn't latex.
Right.
So it's
She
like
would have been great.
She would have, but did she have the chops?
She didn't have
acting?
the chops.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say, like, it worked out perfectly.
Did you know that also this originally was they were gonna, when they didn't want Johnny Depp, they were gonna rewrite it for Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yeah. I read some of the chatter in the trades. They were talking about it at the time. They're like, we even offered it to a woman. Nobody wanted to do this damn picture.
She would have been like, "Oh my God, I'm in the Matrix! Oh no 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 no! Oh what? Oh no 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 no."
So I like all of the kind of casting stuff with this. So let's kind of get into the actual movie of it.
Right.
I came into it probably the third fan out of this. Like, you guys were 1 and 2, and then I was the third biggest fan out of this. In the sense of going
I thought
into
you
it.
guys were bigger on this than me.
Oh, well, you floated Matrix. So that
Did I? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And so I kind of went with it.
It's not really one of my go-to favorites. I watched it now and realize how much I still enjoy it,
Sure.
and how much I love it, but it wasn't my go-to favorite.
It's not in your go-to favorite. Is it in your go-to favorites?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
See, when I thought of all these movies, like, I didn't even think of Matrix, and that, I think, being just the whole genre that we're doing, like, I just didn't. Maybe
Yeah.
I held it above this podcast.
Well, absolutely.
I
And it's
we
also
can't-
99.
But we
Yeah.
look, we can't say stuff like that when we've done Die Hard, Heat,
Right, but
Predator.
those are-
But there's if Heat is not above the podcast, nothing is.
Right, but Heat was.
Do you get what I'm
icons.
saying?
Yeah, and Heat
Okay.
was 95. So when we were getting to 99, I just didn't consider it
That's
as
fair.
in
Yeah.
the genre.
Oh, I
It's
don't
outside
really
of this
either.
for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't think
But
it's
he was
above
like,
us.
just like, it was difficult because you're like, what do we do when it's a
Right.
fucking
However,
phenomenal, like,
so many people asked for Heat.
yeah.
No one
Oh,
asked for
it's the best.
Matrix, but so many people asked
Well,
for
they're
Heat.
getting it.
But
Guess what? Welcome
but
to the fucking
however,
Matrix
a
podcast.
little inside baseball here. But when we used to do co-host our comedy shows, and
still
used to,
do.
yeah, and okay, and when we
We do it almost every week.
we talked about favorite action movies, almost every time someone said The Matrix.
oh, every time.
We're like,
every
all right,
time.
we would say 80s and 90s action. What's your favorite 80s and 90s action
The
movie?
Matrix.
And they're like, The Matrix.
Yep.
And then someone would always say, like, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
and then
honestly,
we'd shut down the show.
I would say, yeah, we quit comedy. We got multiple Shawshanks one night, and I almost walked off the stage.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like, do you guys know what movies are?
Yeah.
You came to a. What were you going to say?
I don't think that Matrix, like, I don't consider it an action movie. It's more of like a meta, like it's like Memento, where it's like you're thinking a lot, as opposed to like it's not an action movie. There's great
I feel
action
you.
in it,
I
but
feel
it's
you.
not like
What?
like
It's not
Matrix is
necessarily an
I don't
action
consider it
movie.
an action movie. It's more of like a movie that makes you think
You
a
don't
lot
think
about,
of that, but then watching it again, you're like,
Oh, yeah,
oh my,
yeah.
so much
Well, that's what
guns.
I say. It's like, to
It's
me,
just, it's because it's such a film and such
It
a great
is.
script and a story, and there's so many themes going on that you bypass the action, and it becomes about all the themes and all the special effects and all the
Right.
crazy
Philosophy.
science fiction of it.
well, I wrote, this was my big kind of note. I don't think, like, in the past, one of my big things with this is it's felt like multiple movies in one is not usually my favorite, where I'm like, I
Right.
think, but this one, I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
The first hour and 20, there was a little bit of me of like, man, I'm not feeling this. Like, this is just not my favorite kind of movie. And then when they start doing stuff in the Matrix,
when the pictures,
Yeah, dude.
when the characters on screen start jumping around.
So to me, it
you
became
follow the ballpoint
it became a heist movie of get him out of get Morpheus out,
Right.
and that to me was some of the best action I've ever seen.
What
And
about their training scene?
Yeah,
The
that's what I
martial
mean. Where
arts?
like
it's one of my
it
favorites
takes
ever.
about an hour. It takes at least 55 minutes. Like the first opening scene is amazing, right? The opening scene with her, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Incredible. Then it puts me to sleep for 45 to the point where I literally was on my phone and just like it's just so much. Then it turned into a heist movie for me where I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking incredible. They got to get in. They got to get him. Easy plot, easy to understand. I know exactly what's happening.
The fact that the Matrix had you on your phone.
The first half. And then the second half, I was like, oh, I get it. This is unbelievable. This is probably a top 5 action set piece blew me away of just really fucking cool. Really fucking cool and really good. And so that's what I thought was where it was like my really only thing was but that's me. I mean, I like
I know,
90
you need
minutes.
like
This
someone
was-
pointing a laser pointer at a wall.
Yeah, I'm like a cat.
Yeah.
It's like 2:26.
You're
I
like,
see
they're
that.
they're not moving. I'm out.
Yeah.
So it was one of those where it was like close, and then it got just thrill ride, and I was like, oh, like once we stopped seeing goo and tentacles, and I hated the real world. If that makes sense.
Like, that's the whole point.
Like I hated
You're like Tom
that.
when he sees like a child being neglected. In the
Yeah.
film. You
Yeah.
turn
Or
off.
like-
You're
or a
like,
shotgun
oh
being
my
loaded
god, this
improperly.
is.
It just turned into precogs, and I'm like, if Spielberg does this in 3 years, like I'm good with the like they felt so precoggy.
I
and
wasn't there to put the
rad.
washcloth
Yeah.
over your face.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they were gonna show Keanu's dick in anytime a super famous A-lister is naked in a scene. That's where I'm looking.
Well, see what they did.
And they did
He had a
so good.
patch.
They did so good to not
Ken
show
doll.
even his
was
butthole.
Ken
We didn't
doll.
even get to see his
Yeah.
butt.
Well, it
and then
kept
they
it
grabbed him with the
PG-13.
claw.
No,
claw.
If you go slow
claw.
motion, you can see his butthole for 1.3
Oh, I see.
seconds.
I
You
didn't
have to
slow
go
it down
slow.
enough.
I kept
Well,
going
that's
back.
where they plug in the USB in the future.
Did you keep that as far away from me as you can?
Sorry, I'm holding it in my.
Oh yeah,
crotch.
he's holding it.
Yeah.
we're good.
This guy's holding.
Whoa,
Wait, here, give me that. Give me that.
Jesus. Okay,
I got an idea here.
Wait, so I was like,
Would you
I
like the
texted
green
him,
Ripper or the yellow Ripper?
let's not advertise.
But I was like,
Oh, sorry, Ellie watches.
I said to Sean,
doesn't watch.
so like that first time you watch, we watched that in theaters.
Yeah.
And the moment Trinity jumps up and like it freeze frames.
Yeah.
That like I never had saw that. Like,
So
that was
cool.
the first time I've ever seen them do that. Where they
Yeah.
like, and then they 360 around. I was like,
That was the first time.
yeah. And I remember going like, what the?
Oh, when she
fuck?
kicks
Like,
when she kicks the cop, or when she jumps over the building.
No, when she jumps
the
up
cop.
and she
Oh,
pauses.
it's one of the greatest
Yeah.
scenes in the history of movies because
Well, that is,
no one
that is
knows.
considered the most
Oh, my-
famous camera shot of
Bro,
all time.
like, and then I saw something that said that they maybe did that in a commercial in 1996 was the first time anyone had done that. And so that's why it was so groundbreaking on this movie 3 years later. That scene alone is parodied all over the 2000s. Scary Movie, all those like fringe action comedies.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Charlie
So
is so
garbage.
good. I loved that Charlie's Angels when they just did this. They just did this and made it funny. We got to do Charlie's Angels
No,
on the pod.
we're not.
God, Scott hates
I
everything.
guess
Yeah.
up next is Charlie's Angels. Sorry.
Scott hates everything.
Yeah, people have spoken.
Okay.
We're on
I don't
Instagram
hate
Live.
everything. I
We're
just
on
hate
Instagram
Charlie's
Live right
Angels.
now, and they said that.
You just
blowing
hate
up
Crazy
right now.
Crispin Glover. You just anything with Crazy Crispin.
I love Crispin.
You love Crazy
I
Crispin.
love Crazy Crispin.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Kyle Reese. Kyle Reese in Terminator 1 over here with his
Wait, I
Laura.
did read that I'm assuming it was wire work. That's how they.
Yeah, wire work.
But that influenced later like kung fu movies with wire work.
No.
It was
Opposite.
Yeah. Okay. So
Wire
they
work
got
had
it-
been
they got
doing.
it from.
Wire work had been being done in kung fu and Hong Kong cinema since the 60s.
When was Crouching Tiger?
Right after
2000
this.
2000.
And that
Okay.
one Best Picky. And they were doing all this crap too.
Yeah.
But
they made
climbing
it-
up palm trees
But
and
they
shit.
made it more like beautiful and artistic.
Yeah, and Michelle Yeoh.
'Cause they're all
anything
dancing
Michelle
on
Yeoh's
trees.
in just gets all the press, all the buzz. She was great in Tomorrow Never Dies. She's great in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
She's great in
Yeah,
everything.
She's so great.
She's
Was
the
she in
best.
Rush Hour?
No, that's Zhang Ziyi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'll take it back.
No,
Take it
that's
back. I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. That's
Zhang
fine.
Ziyi. I'm fucking Tom.
Let's go here.
It's
Let's
the last time I bring the manager of Hot Dog on a Stick to our fucking podcast.
yeah, Dole Whip. Can I get another Dole Whip when you're ready? Let's get a favorite parts. Let's
Okay.
get to our favorite parts of the Matrix. I think we're gonna have a few here because it's tough to separate. Like, there's individual shots that are so sick.
Yeah.
Like when Agent Smith punches the concrete, because they foreshadow that earlier in the movie, where I think it's either Morpheus or one of the other people that are in the real world telling him about the Matrix is like, you want to punch through concrete, and I remember being like, oh, like what does that mean? I didn't get what that meant. And then when he does those punches and he dodges them and he hits the pillar, well, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that just is, it just was so real. So what would you say is hold your thought. What was your favorite moment of the Matrix?
Martial arts training scene.
In the dojo? Mm-hmm. Where, does he hit his head and the wood breaks? Like, that was real. I thought there was a really cool moment where like the wood on the floor breaks when Morpheus like lands on it.
When he comes down on his
Yeah,
knee.
and it was like
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, the attention to detail on this. That's when you just go, it goes next level.
Well, that was all taken from Kung Fu cinema. Like, it was great.
All
hit all
those
the
moves,
styles,
bro.
Well,
Like,
those-
both
they-
of them.
They went through all the styles of Kung Fu, except
Yeah.
for Drunken Style. They went
Oh, well,
through
yeah, I was
everything.
going to say, Drunken Monkey was on the list that they
Yeah.
were going to upload into them. We didn't get any Drunken Monk. But that was an homage, you think?
Yeah, but they did Monkey Style. They did Crane Style. They did
The monkey,
Yeah.
the raccoon, the fitzer.
Good bit.
Thanks, dude. That'll
Mad
be on
cow.
the comedy
The
pad.
koala
Fuck
bear.
you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, so your favorite part is the dojo training.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Tom?
I like the subway fight because it's kind
At the end.
it's kind of a western
Yeah.
where they're both sitting at
Yeah.
the end of it, kind of like got
The
hands
tumbleweed,
ready to
the
go.
paper. Yeah, that was
it's got like
awesome.
the whole western vibe. So I love that whole scene because it's when he's
Hugo
what's he
Weaving
say? He's
before he was an elf in.
Lord of
And
the Rings.
before
Lord of the
V
Rings.
for Vendetta as well.
Well, yeah, that was like 2006.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was before.
Yeah.
Like he's
Well,
got
Kelsey
some
Brothers too.
But what
credits.
made him famous was this, but then
Oh,
also,
this,
but then
yeah.
also Lord of the Rings.
His performance in this movie is so fucking good.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
you
so-
can't beat it.
when he pulls out the earpiece and he like sits with Morpheus and like you're
It's
like,
his
oh, fuck,
eyes.
this
His
motherfucker,
eyes, because
yeah.
you don't. He's behind sunglasses the whole time, and when he takes off the sunglasses, it's even more of an effect. You're like, holy shit, his eyes. You
Yeah.
can see that he is.
Bulgy.
Because they do a good job of the other agents never do that. Take their sunglasses off. And if I may go into it a little bit, if you're gonna go philosophical, is that Neo and Agent what's his Smith. They're both kind of not juxtaposing, but they're both the same. They want the same thing. They're both the same character. They're both stuck in the matrix, want to get out. Well, Neo doesn't want to get out. He's afraid to get out. So it's both of them trying to do different things. Neo's afraid to, but he has different reasons for getting out and helping. And Agent Smith is a program stuck in the matrix while the real robots are outside in the real world taking over and killing Zion. He's stuck there and he hates it. So where Neo likes the matrix, like every human, is like, I want to stay here. Smith wants to get out. So the fact that he takes his sunglasses off is showing like that human part of him that he hates.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that it felt like there was a little bit of human in Agent Smith.
Yeah, he
which
said,
is-
I've been
yeah.
here. I can smell. I can do
Yeah.
this. So he's like, I hate being here. And you could tell because he's like, I'm becoming more human.
He was so good.
So good.
He did his dialect off Walter Cronkite.
Yep.
And I thought that was really cool. And I
Because he's
also
Australian. And
yeah,
so-
and I thought there were a few times where he sounded a lot like Lorne Michaels. Like there
Yeah.
were a couple where I was like, we're gonna do the computer.
We're going to do the computer
We're gonna do the
now.
computer Matrix. We're
Yeah.
gonna do the Matrix. Bobby Moynihan's gonna be
Mr.
there.
Anderson.
Yeah,
Or I
Mr.
see that
Yeah.
you've been doing some bad things.
Yeah, Chevy's not allowed.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Steve Martin, but
Yeah.
we'll have you as well.
Yeah. Milton Berle's got his penis out. We should probably get out of here.
And it's a hog. It's a hog.
It's a real
It's a
big
hog.
hog.
Wow, that's a huge member. Thanks for being here. I love the Matrix.
I know. He's like, Mr. Anderson.
It was so good, dude.
Thank you for being here.
Really, really iconic villain.
Yeah.
It's one of those subtle where you don't notice it until you notice it, and when you do, you're like, oh my god! No wonder they brought him back as all the villains.
Yeah.
because they're like, there's nothing that's good. Like
One
they
of
literally.
one of the best villains of all time.
And I will say the other two guys that play the other
Are great.
Are fantastic.
Yeah.
Had you
Are
not been with
fantastic.
them, you're like, those guys are frightening.
Like, especially the bigger guy, he had the perfect smarmy, waspy, like JP Morgan CEO.
Oh, the guy on the right.
Like,
I was the guy on the right.
Well, I read
So-
somewhere. I read
Like, kinda
somewhere
red hair.
that
Yeah.
they wanted to make all of them. It was kind of the Wachowskis making fun of, late '90s market crash, things like that, making fun of Wall Street people, or basically saying
Yeah.
how they're villains.
Yeah.
So make them look like finance bros,
Yeah, great
finance guys,
outfits.
and they nailed it. They all look the same, except for Agent Smith. He has a whole different sinister look.
Yeah.
Those guys
Yeah.
look like guys that you know. Where Agent Smith is like, this
Ooh,
guy.
this guy
has
could
'cause
kill
the
a
eyes.
child
Yeah.
and be happy
Oh
about
God,
it.
when he like wipes the sweat off Lawrence Fishburne, it's like it's so like disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, and he just like smell.
The
I'm like,
smell.
can you try to guess my favorite part?
Your favorite part?
Yeah, I think you'll get it.
Your favorite part is the when he finally fights Agent Smith.
My favorite.
Stops the bullets.
No, that's sick. I love that part. But it's actually the first when they go in, they go through the metal detector and just start shooting cops.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's fighting the pillars.
Yep,
It's
pillar
just
fights.
shoot the pillars.
Yeah.
And I've seen all the behind the scenes
Cops
of
shooting pillars.
Keanu shooting that scene.
Yeah.
They got to re-rack those pillars.
Yeah.
It's all real.
Yeah.
So there's this famous behind the scene of him getting ready. He's behind the wall. He's taking 1,000 gunshots. It's all practical. It's all
Yeah, yeah.
blowing up behind him.
It's all
and he
squibs.
turns to do it.
Yeah.
And he slips on the shrapnel, or he slips on like the drywall. Cut.
Yep, and they have to rebuild
And-
the
and-
whole
and it's-
thing.
And that's when I say, how do you make a movie? How the fuck did they rebuild that fast enough, re-rack it fast enough to do another
Well,
take?
because
if he slips, what if he forgets a word?
Well, because it's not all real marble and stone.
Yeah.
It's like stucco.
Yeah.
So basically, they have to rip it down, put new stucco up, paint it.
Or
so
is there
if they have to redo it, then that's another day.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Yeah.
it made me
budget.
think: is there more pillars he could go behind? You cheat it that are still built.
I'm sure they did
because
that,
it's
yeah.
like. I saw that and I just felt awful.
Well, the
for
last
him. I
shot-
felt awful for the
Right.
A-list gorgeous big dick.
The last shot when they show it and that big chunk falls.
Yeah, that wasn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Where it's like, shit, if that would have fallen wrong,
Yeah.
cut.
That's a great scene though too. when it
Oh
drops
my
at the
god,
end,
dude!
like,
And she does the wall.
all the
They
wreckage.
both do elite wall flips.
Yeah.
And then he does a handstand flip with no wall and shoots. That to me,
Beautiful.
was when I go,
Fucking beautiful.
this movie fucking rips.
It's fucking beautiful.
Red or
that
blue?
opening scene with Trinity though, when she kicks,
Electric.
Yeah.
Immediately I was like, she trained.
Electric.
Like you can tell her hits and everything.
6
'Cause there's
months.
other movies where you're like, all right, they're doing kind of movie stuff, but like her
And
kicks or hits, she was really.
killed the
was
fuck out of
ripping
that
that.
guy.
Well,
'cause they
shot
all-
him 50 times and then
They
kicked
all
him.
Wu Ping, who was the martial arts instructor for all of them, they offered him the movie. He didn't want to do it. He was like, I don't want to do it. So he gave ridiculous demands. He says, I want
Smart.
he said, I want all the actors to train because he's a legendary Hong Kong martial arts guy, wire work, everything. I want all the actors to train for 4 months before we even start shooting. And what else did he say? He said for 4 months and something else. And, and he demanded a ridiculous amount of money. And
Good.
Warner Brothers was like, yes.
Sure.
So he's
Yeah.
like, all right. So they all jumped on, trained, and came on. So that's why when they came onto set, they were in shape, and that's why they all look good. So watching Lawrence Fishburne, who was already in his 40s or late 40s.
He was
40s.
37, 38.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
he looks older than that.
Everybody just looks bad back
So
then.
I'm 37
Yeah.
right now, and I look
Right.
hopefully
So
look
he
better.
came in when he's doing the fight scene with Keanu. I was like, oh, he's in shape. The way he's
Yeah, he
moving and
looked
everything.
great.
He looked
Thin.
great.
Oh, he does a little
Yeah.
double step thing when he's in the dojo. Where
Yeah.
He does like the cool like.
Yeah, he's a little.
Well, that
flip.
was a throw to kind of like mixed capoeira with like modern Jeet Kune Do or boxing footwork. Yeah, that was great. But you can tell with his footwork and everything, you're like, they weren't cutting away. He was in shape.
So this won 4 Oscars, and I'm actually surprised it didn't win more. I'm surprised it didn't win Best Original Screenplay or just give
Best stucco work and
It,
squib
yeah,
work.
it got best squibs,
squibs.
best coding,
Yep.
best butch white suit wearing actor, and then it got best Joel Silver
and
So-
best jelly effects.
some good jelly
Slime,
effects.
some good slime jelly.
And they used a lot of the set pieces from a movie from 1998 called Dark City.
Oh my
which is
God.
a very
I do remember that one flopped.
It flopped because they marketed it as like an action horror when it's just straight up like gothic. It's not, or it's like dystopian horror. I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't do well. But they were able to use a lot of the sets from that, and that opening scene
That's
where
a
she's
really funny story.
the
because I was
opening
thinking
scene
about
that she's running on all the roofs is the exact roof that the lead runs on in Dark City.
It's a funny story.
And that's good. That's good. To me, it's like, hey, that movie fucking bombed and we all hate it and hate that memory, but we're getting these sets out of it.
Speaking of martial arts, it's a really funny story. I was taking Aikido at the time, and I remember a guy, an old fat dude, took me down, had my arm behind my back. I was tapping out, right? He had my arm, and as I'm tapping out, he's like, and this is back then, right? He's like, have you seen Dark City yet?
He said that?
It was out in the theaters, and I was like, oh, no. And he goes, yeah, I don't see it. It's bad. And then he helped me up.
Jesus.
I just
actually
thought
kind of
about
like that. If you're going to kick my ass, let's have some conversation.
Threw me onto the thing.
Yeah, you
I'm,
know it
I'm
hurt.
tapping out as he's bending my elbow, and he goes, have you seen Dark City yet?
Yeah. You're like in an arm bar and he's like, so you from out of town?
I'm like, if I do, will you get your finger out of my butt? Thank you.
Ooh, did you find a watch in there?
So
Yeah.
is that part of Aikido? Is that like
Yeah, that's the main
orifice
part.
protruding? And
Yeah. Ooh, orifice protruding. I actually opened for
Penetrating.
orifice protruding in Nashville. They killed. I was just
Yeah,
okay.
There's many death touches on the perineum.
orifice protruding is like a.
If you say
worse than-
orifice one more time, I'm gonna put it in the fourth matrix.
Morpheus is actually it was actually orifice first, but then
Really?
they switched it to Morpheus.
I am
yeah.
I'm
I'm
orifice.
orifice. Put a glucose in your butt.
Any fun facts that we might be missing that we haven't already kind of talked? Because a lot of it is in the casting. That's what gets people
Right.
the most excited about this movie.
Right.
It took forever to make.
I would say we said the Sandra Bullock thing.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
That it got passed around. That
It really got
Lukowski,
passed around. Yeah.
I don't know any other.
The
real fun-
bullet time. What is that called?
What?
Is it called bullet time? When they stop the motion, turn the camera to show where the bullets are going.
Yeah.
It's like can you look up what that's called? I think it's called bullet time or something. And now that's like a revolutionary way of capturing it. It's hard to explain, but he's got it. He's on the computer. I'll vamp for a little
What are
bit.
you
Tonight
talking about
after the game, Hosier and Carolyn Ray stops
bullet
by.
time, you're right.
Bullet time. Yeah, it's like a way. Can you tell me what the definition of it is?
It says bullet time's a groundbreaking visual effect popularized by 1990 film The Matrix, where the camera appears to circle around the subject 360 degrees while action is slowed to an extreme crawl. Oh, this is different.
Yeah, but it's still bullet time.
Yeah, it's called bullet time.
Yeah, it's called
that's
bullet
what
time.
the camera angle's called?
It's the technique of
stops
shooting.
going around,
Yeah. And
Well,
you see
now-
like the trail of like an eraser when the bullets would go out.
Oh, you're talking specifically the effect of the bullets.
But that's how it got its name. I don't know if a bullet needs to be in the shot because that same in Carrie Ann Moss in the very first
Got it,
part
yeah.
when she does
When she
that.
jumps, there's
and
no
they-
bullet.
Yeah. So it's like
But now they use it for Shark Week.
Do they?
Yeah, when they have the great white jump out of the water. They
Were you gonna
use
say
that-
Jaws when they have the Jaws
when
jump
they have
out?
when they have Jaws.
When
jump out.
Bruce jumps out of the water.
When my
that
my buddy-
mechanical
yeah.
bitch.
When our pet shark Jaws. When the sharks jump out of the water, they use that technique to catch it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
They put
That's
it
a
in the
nice
water.
fun fact right there. Thanks for bringing that one in.
There you go.
Kyle Reese, ladies and gentlemen. And after the show, a performance from 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. And
Hosier. will be
and we
good.
brought in for Matrix. We brought in the Shark Week crew to film our action scenes.
Okay. So we talked favorites. We talked moments. We got fun facts.
Tom, what was Tom's favorite?
Tom's favorite part
I like the
was
subway.
fight.
Oh,
The
yeah,
old,
great.
kind of
Great.
old.
Western vibes. What do they call that? The Mexican standoff?
Yeah. I love when she kisses Neo too. When she
It was
kissed
good.
him.
It was a good love story moment.
And he was like, "Ugh." She's like, and she looks so cute. She looks really cute in that shot. And then she's like, now go get him.
Yeah.
I just wanted the Rocky music to kick in.
All right. Here's the real question:
Yeah.
the red pill, the blue pill.
Oh, that's a bit that we can just milk that to death.
I'm going blue. I think I'm definitely going to go blue. I think Joe Pantoliano had it right. I'm in with the stakes. I'm in.
Yeah.
Get me the fuck
Same.
out of that ship.
Same.
But I don't know. But I don't know going in.
The
Is
same-
Morpheus he's like a fucking MLM marketer
Well-
getting me on his pyramid scheme. You tell two friends, we'll go to
Here's
the
the
Matrix.
thing. Here's the thing is that is Morpheus just trying to get more people in his hell since he knows
I
that
think it's a pyramid scheme.
Right.
It's genuinely a pyramid
I'm stuck
scheme.
here. I already know, so I want to get other people in the shit.
So who brought Morpheus into the Matrix?
So he talks about it.
Someone brought someone. Someone brought someone.
You
and
tell
that
two
person-
friends, and then they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and they tell two. Sometimes
friends.
people just do stuff because they only get paid.
Oh, I had a question that maybe you noticed, or like, so in the beginning when he's
It's good.
found in like the little the gloop.
The goop, yeah, he's in the glorp.
Yeah, so the machine comes down, and because he woke up, they just discard him, right? They're like he's.
Yeah, what was that?
So it finds him, like so when he wakes up.
Why didn't they
when
kill
Neo
him?
Gets in there, they just drop him in the toilet, and that I'm assuming that means like he's like malfunctioned, so they just like discard him like a battery.
Oh,
and then they pick him up.
I didn't
in
even
the-
think of that, and that's where
Yeah.
that's where Morpheus and them knew to get him.
Yeah, because
Is
like
that they'll
the,
Yeah, I
discard
didn't
it.
get
the
that.
machine wasn't. I thought it was like initially
Oh,
thought they
they
were working together.
flushed him
So
down
they
the
just saw him wake up,
toilet.
and they're like, he's done, and they just put him down, like he's
But-
done. He's bad news, and
Oh, that's
then they-
Why
so
didn't they have a little?
brutal.
Why didn't they show someone else kind of waking up and then getting because that's what was confusing.
because you have to be you have to be.
But-
someone has to take you out of it.
No, they mentioned it in the film that there are others that if they wake up, they're hunted down. So that's what the machines are for. Is what if
Gotcha.
someone
So
does,
why didn't they kill him?
Huh?
Why didn't they just kill him right there? Like the machine was on
Because he
him.
didn't get out. Like if people
Oh.
escape, so they're saying he's not the first one to escape. Like there's others that have woken up and gotten out, but I don't know. It's either they're like let's flush him down the tube, and maybe when they flush him down there, they kill him.
But they
Or-
got him
Well, I
first.
think they just die. Because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, because they had to
drowning.
like save him out
Right.
of that.
Or that's kind of like a messed up thing because I don't know. They knew because remember Morpheus and them said they're all right. Do we have him locked? We found him. We know what's going to happen. So maybe they
Sure.
knew that, or they malfunctioned the machine. I don't
Okay,
know.
So
so-
they had to find him. So they had to locate where he was in that grid in the entire like field of.
Yeah, which
of-
goo bed he was in.
Yeah, so they had to find where he was because like where he's reacting. They got to find pinpoint him to
Exactly.
that little goop spot.
Yeah.
And then that's when they find him. They
Which
can take him from
which
there.
toaster uterus he's in.
Yeah. That part like, scared the shit out of me. Because I was
Gushers.
11 when
It's
I watched
pretty
it.
gross,
It was so
gushers.
gross. Yeah, it was so nasty.
I didn't
All
like
the,
that.
I'm not a fan. Everybody's just sleeping in a Cadbury egg.
Well, in the mouth when he's like, how can you talk if you can't speak? And he starts doing the mouth pulling apart. in the very beginning.
Yeah, that's
when
a
they get
horror
him.
movie.
That scared the shit.
And then they
out of
put
me.
the freaking crawdad in his.
Oh,
And that was such good CG. Like everything felt 2026.
Body
I'm like, this
horror.
doesn't look
It's a
bad.
Cronenberg
like,
film.
I was like, that literally looks like obsession. His mouth doing that. I'm like, this 2026 graphics. That doesn't look fake. That looks real.
Yeah.
I think the dive in at the end and when he
Oh
explodes,
yeah.
that was
that was really the
that was
only one.
dated,
But that was like time copy.
But watching the film, I think we all can agree. Like watching it now, I'm like,
Holds
really
up.
holds up. I was like,
Holds up.
damn, the effects really
Holds
held up.
and they didn't squib
Creepy.
too heavy too. Like
No.
there were some scenes
It
where
was
people
tight
get
script.
shot hard,
And they just made the holes.
yeah, like
Well, they made the
uh,
holes, and then on Neo, they,
was the
they
mouse?
They blast in the back, so it went through the exit on the back
Yeah.
wall, which you know me and my gun knowledge.
Yeah,
it
ballistics
went through, and
expert.
it was a bigger spread. It was,
Well, and the fact that they're also using a .50 Desert Eagle, so yeah, that
Okay.
will go through a freaking
I want to
Tonka truck.
I want to try to unpack it like in a Sean way, just telling you what I think.
Let's
so,
go.
so
Let's dance.
Neo, when he's working at the software company
Yeah.
and he's living what we think at the time is the normal life,
Oh.
that is him. That's what the new order of the world wants him to think is happening, but
Yeah.
he's actually in a Gushers goo ball.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Gushers goo ball is the new normal. It's 2020 March 10th,
Yeah.
right? That's the new normal. So
That's the
how-
offices at Amazon Prime.
how were they able to reach him? Like they knew that this guy in the goo was kind of actualized and starting to kind of figure stuff out. He was looking for Morpheus, which was the indicator of, oh, he might still be in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they get him out of there into their sanctuary ship, which is amongst that new order, but is defying that.
So what's your question?
I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm painting the landscape of the plot of the
Yeah.
movie.
yeah.
Because I was very confused. And then the main goal is to then get everybody into the Matrix or end the Matrix.
And the Matrix.
And the Matrix.
And then where does everybody live?
They're
At Zion?
No, he's the. So basically, it's like a Jesus Christ story. So they find the Messiah, who is the one
Neo.
who will lead them, who will free Zion and reset the Matrix, bringing everybody to light and getting rid of the machines.
Okay.
And the only way to do that is to basically end the machines by the one is supposed to basically reset the Matrix and wake everybody up.
Okay. Okay.
And when you can do that, you start rebuilding your world.
Okay.
And not to get too philosophical.
No, I
again,
asked.
but it's based on kind of like there's a lot of theories of religion and everything that go on in the first film. I think it was Plato. Yeah, Plato's allegory of the cave. It's basically a story or an allegory about there's a cave and there's a bunch of people chained to the wall. So all they know is staring at this wall in the cave. The cave is their reality. That's their world. So they don't know anything else. So theoretically, if someone was to break free of the chains and come out of the first of all, they'd be scared to leave the cave. They don't
Okay.
know that. That's the reality.
Okay.
Once they got out of the cave, it would be a shock. But once they got light is considered purity. It's considered knowledge. It's considered intellect, everything. That they would be reborn, that they would get knowledge, and they would be free and light. So what happens is, in the real world, there was clouds and everything. It was a storm. They had basically obliterated the sunlight. So even though they come out of the Matrix, they're still without knowledge. So that's why coming out of the Matrix isn't peace, it's still shit.
Okay.
And Morpheus that's what his message was, is there is, even though it's here, there's more. If we save Zion, we can rebuild our world.
Okay.
Where other people are like, no, this is shit. So he's basically saying like, there's still light, there's still knowledge to have. And Neo, if you watch all three, he does that, and if you, I don't want to ruin it. I mean, everybody's seen it, but like
Sure.
talking about the architect and all those things, that this is a cycle that's been done over and over. As the one comes, he has to make a choice. He makes the choice to save people, but ends up saving his love, and it resets the Matrix, reboots the Matrix, and it starts all over again. So there have been many before him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like Neo's the one that can, outside of the Matrix, he can still. do
Woo,
what
I
he
feel
does.
smart.
So he can do what he does inside the Matrix. He can do it outside. So
Okay.
he's in between both worlds.
Okay.
So he's like the one that can manipulate the Matrix as well as manipulate.
And the
real
way they
life.
found
So-
him was there are always people that start to wake up.
Yeah, that's
in
kind
the
of
Matrix
what it was.
and say,
yeah.
I feel like and he says that you feel like you're part of something more than this world, and he starts to look for Morpheus. So that's how he knew he was the one.
Okay.
It's not because there's just a glitch in the Matrix.
That makes sense.
He's like,
yeah.
you're actually looking for answers.
Yeah, so
You're
that's
looking
somebody
for
we need to take care of. That's why the agents went and got him. And
Right.
was, okay, cool.
And the others didn't believe it. They're like, oh, he thinks he's the one. There's
Yeah.
always people that wake
Yeah.
up, and he's like, no, I have a feeling this is the one.
Yeah. Okay, that's a perfect lead into the 60-second recap
shit.
of The Matrix. So, if it's your first time with us, welcome. If it's your 100th time with us, thanks so much. You know the game. We try to recap the movie that we're doing this week in 60 seconds or less. It usually takes 2 minutes. Rapid fire. Scott, then me, then Scott. Bang, bang, bang. 60 seconds or
get
less.
it done.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
All right, 1999, The Wachowskis. It's The Matrix. We're going to recap it in 60 seconds or less. It's The Matrix. I just went into the fucking
Reset. Come back to us.
All right, we are going to do the 60-second recap of the 1999 smash blockbuster hit, The Matrix. 3, 2, 1, hit it, Neo.
All right. There's a bunch of cops coming into a building. You don't know what's going on. Oh, there's a girl in latex. She whoops their ass. Boom, The Matrix. Hi, my name is Mr. Anderson, maybe Neo. I work at Arrowhead Insurance. I don't know. I hate my life. Someone's trying to find me. I'm trying to find them. There's people after me. Oh, my God. I'm taking a pill. There's something called The Matrix.
The red pill or the blue pill? QAnon? Kamala Harris. Boom. We get started. It's a great movie. Look at the cinematography. Holy shit. Slow motion. Bullet time. Whoosh, latex. Nice ass. How we doing?
We're doing good. Okay, so you're telling me that I have a choice that I can either be in Burger and Fry Land,
Yep.
or I can go to basically Tucson, Arizona with a cloudy night. Okay, I think I don't know what I'm gonna do, but hey, check out what's this? Oh, we're eating oatmeal on a nasty ship. I have a big choice to make, but you know what? I like leather. I like the sunglasses. There's a lot of guns here. I know kung fu.
I got punched in the stomach, but I'm bleeding out of my mouth. But that's in the dream world. Morpheus told me this. This is what I'm doing. I can't be killed, but it's crazy. I fell off a building, went into the earth, came up. I'm okay. Big jackets, a lot of black. Guns. Punch, goes through the pillar. I'm at a bank. I don't know where we are, but we got to get Morpheus out. We got to get his ass out. Morpheus, the dream maker. But he's trying to wake me up from a dream. What's going on?
What's going on is the Lehman Brothers want me dead for some reason because I'm the one that's going to wake everybody up out of these little hell pod
Gusher butts.
Gusher Cadbury egg fucking toaster uteruses and get me out so I can basically save everybody in this town called Zion that I don't give a shit about. I was just doing insurance and playing games and jerking off to internet porn. I'm a cyber goth dude. But hey, the Lehman Brothers are after me. They really want to kick my ass. Morpheus has something to do. I know kung fu.
All right, so I go to a shitty apartment on the Upper West Side to see somebody named the Oracle. She talks shit to me for 45 minutes. I'm a piece of shit. I'm worthless. I'm not going anywhere. Turns out I am the one. Holy shit. Point break. I am an FBI agent. Bad acting, but some good moments. He did his best. Then there's Morpheus. But Carrie Ann Moss might have stole the show. On a fucking roof. Oh my God, helicopter.
Oh, nice. So I get stuck in the Matrix. They grab me. Oh, Morpheus comes in. He gets stuck in the Matrix. Then we get stuck in the Matrix. I go back into the Matrix to get him.
Joe Pantoliano has a stake.
Yeah, I forget. Yep. Joe Pantoliano has a stake.
Yep.
He sells us out.
Yep.
So basically now there's an informant. There's a mole in the system, and we're all stuck in the Matrix. Let's go back and get Morpheus. Have him jump into a helicopter, and come back. Oh shit! But Neo gets left behind, and he lost his jacket, and he's in some black pajamas. And the Lehman Brothers, along with Morgan Stanley, and the rest of the Jordache guys, are after him.
And he dives right into Hugo Weaving's stomach, and that kills him because we all know the best way to kill a villain in a movie is to dive into his stomach with The Matrix.
And we're done.
Yeah!
That's the fucking Matrix. Yep. Coding.
NORAD. We're in.
Yeah.
DOJ. So The Matrix. I think that's a perfect lead-in to talk about the budget, the box office, the Rotten Tomatoes, and then what we thought. I want our scores because I think this is going to be interesting. I'm curious what you guys think. And then we'll close it out with a hot take. Okay?
Yep.
So make sure you're on TikTok. Make sure you're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Just type in the Buddy Cop Podcast. Coming up, Die Hard 2, Rush Hour, some bangers. There's a few other older ones that I want to touch on. But let's do budget because this was interesting. It was a point of contention over at Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow with Joel Silver and the boys. What do you think the budget was for the 1999 smash, The Matrix?
Budget is $85 million.
$63 million.
Well, I'm almost there.
impressive.
What a great budget.
And they wanted 160. The Wachowskis, they're like, we can't make this movie for less than 160. And then what you want to know what the big money saver was?
What?
Shooting it in Sydney.
Yep.
So instead of shooting it in Hollywood,
But what a great thing. Ask high, and they're going to give you the price
just
that you
like
need.
just like Pei Wang or whatever
Pang Wang?
the guy that asked for everything and got it to do the choreo.
Jesus.
What was it?
Pang Wang.
What was it?
Wu Ping.
Oh, I opened for him in Nashville. He killed. I just said okay.
So bad.
I think that might be my best bit.
Jeez.
The comments will let us know.
I know. The comments.
Your aunt's gonna be like, "Oh, Miho, Sean, he's so funny. Just shut up."
I love
Sean, but
I love
shut
Sean,
up.
but he talks
Shut
over
up. He
Miho
talks
too much.
He's my Miho.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 63 million. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is modest, especially today. You know, making Venom cost 250 million.
We can't do it for less than 200 million. They're like, we'll give you 63. They're like,
Yeah.
all
All right, we'll go to Sydney.
Fair.
Yeah, I'll go punch a kangaroo and have my toilet go the other way.
Yeah, we found this guy Hugo. We think he'll be okay.
Yeah, Craig Lowe will be in it.
He's like, well, good eye.
Hey, good eye.
You want me to play an agent going after
Oh.
Keanu?
Hey.
Oh, I think I can do the
Keanu.
accent. They're like, maybe this guy's not right for it.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey, this Matrix crap.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Computer shit.
Oh, I think once I put on the suit, I'll look right. Yeah.
Good eye. Yeah, it's
eye.
never a good eye when I'm on the computer. I want to be out surfing. I want to be punching me kangaroos and me dingoes.
Hugo,
chicken,
Hugo,
and I
come on
wanna
the
be
show.
Tinder.
You can redeem yourself.
Real quick, I do want to ask.
Yeah.
No, I'll save that for the hot take.
Okay.
I'll ask it during the hot take. Okay.
Which, by the way, I read the Easter eggs in this.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Easter eggs?
Yes.
Are you
What were
talking
some
about what
of
they
them?
sleep in again? What?
There's 12. So Neo's room, his apartment, was 101, which is in 1984.
George Orwell. Yeah.
So that's
Ooh,
the room
good one.
between nightmare and like reality.
Yes.
Cool. And
That's a good
Nebuchadnezzar
Easter
has a
egg.
Bible verse. It's like license plate.
And that's the name of the ship.
The when he does that's a Bruce Lee.
Oh, of course, yep,
Call out
yep.
when he does his nose. There's some good shit. They
Same
use-
with that. Yeah.
So in that red woman dress scene,
Yeah.
they use triplets
Twin-
and
triplets.
twins as extras. So that
And
it's
twins.
showing like how it's yeah.
You remember that? And I love parties that never end, football in my buddy's den, and twins. You don't remember that commercial?
That Bud Light.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, Scott.
No, but that was.
You've
They do
never
in Scary
had
Movie
sex.
too.
You guys never had sex ever.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
they
get
did it in
to it.
Scary Movie too. You're such a fucking dick.
I'll get it.
And
I'll get it.
twins. All right, that was a really good Easter egg. Okay, what do you think the box office was on this? Because this was a monster. This was a beast. This was the fourth highest grossing movie of 1999, and of course the ones that
Fourth
beat,
highest gross.
of course the movies that beat it are like Toy Stories and
Yeah.
Star Wars, Phantom Menace.
Oh,
so it's like
fuck.
it was in the top 5, and it did numbers. So what's
Jar
the
Jar beat Hugo.
yeah Jar
Weaving?
Jar,
Jesus.
Toy Store, and then like Incredibles. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, Incredibles. So budget was 63.
Yep.
Box office 310.
473.
Whoa!
Inflation czar. What is that now?
Easy.
Almost a bill.
Easy.
Okay, it's Frozen 2.
Easy.
It's Frozen 2.
It's Frozen 2.
It's the biggest movie that's ever made.
Yeah, it's Frozen
fucking
2, including
The Matrix.
Yeah, it's Superman and Frozen 2.
Oh wait, Neo's passport is September 11th.
Yeah,
His
that's
birthday.
fucked up.
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
a crazy.
No,
one.
it expires on September
Expires,
11th.
Yeah. So all
What?
the conspiracy theorists are like,
Creepy.
Dude.
They got off the flight. Wachowski's got off the flight.
They did. Wachowski's
And
got off
they're
the
on
flight.
credit being like, if we would have been on that flight, it wouldn't have happened. Oh wait, that was Mark Wahlberg. My bad.
Oh,
That's a fact. Ayo.
Ew.
If I would have been on United 93, none of that would have went down. Okay, I got this, Donnie. All right.
Yo, if I was on that flight, I would have taken him down. I would have taken him down. I would have jumped on him. I would have done something. I would have taken him down. It would have been great. All right. I would have acted really sexy, and I would have taken it down.
All right, Rotten Tomatoes. Very good impression, by the way.
Thank you.
Rotten Tomatoes. What did the critics back in '99 give The Matrix?
Critics back in 1999 gave The Matrix 80%.
Ooh, good call. 83.
Yep.
Roger Ebert gave it 3 out of 4. He loved it. He actually was the opposite of me. Loved it up until it was Shootout City.
Yeah.
He thought it went by the numbers at the end.
Right.
And I'm like, okay.
Which you're too late.
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
fourth
yeah.
act. By the fourth act, if you're like, I don't know, it's like, nope, you already loved it.
And then almost everyone just was.
Good
It's
old
groundbreaking.
Good old elbow pads, Ebert.
Mind blowing and groundbreaking are used in almost all of the reviews. And when you look up,
Provocative.
and if you look up the
tour de
most,
force.
yeah, the
Question
most,
life.
the USA Today says nothing you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
This summer.
Thrilling. A gripping manifest of action.
Yeah, that's good. And science
An allegory
of
the cave.
computers.
Yeah, a tour de. They always say tour de force.
They used to say that. They don't say that anymore.
but
for
I
some
think the
reason.
number one is provocative.
Ooh, it's provocative. It gets the people going.
Yeah, it's provocative.
Okay, I wanted to.
It's chunky.
I put in because I consider this. I think this might be. I was trying to think of this. If I'm trying to think of the biggest movies ever, and we're taking out like Avengers, we have to take out like IP that's existed for 10 years. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to use
Yeah.
Endgame because
No, no,
obviously
no.
I think Endgame is probably the biggest movie ever. But
yeah, but let's take all that.
So I go-
Avengers Endgame and all that stuff.
hear me
put it-
out.
Take
here.
it out.
Hear
Take it out.
me out here. Here's where I go. I go Jaws, Star Wars,
Boom.
Jurassic Park,
Boom.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
I can't find the next one. Is it Die Hard? What like where
Of
it
what?
just?
Bridget Jones
I'm
Di-
just
Bridget
trying to
Jones
think
Diary,
of
I
like
think.
the bit where it changed everything, where it will never be looked at. Because Jaws was the first summer blockbuster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Star Wars was the first movie that everyone went to and was like, we've never seen lightsabers.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park changed
All
what
three of those
a ru-
Spielberg
yeah.
in the Spielberg
right,
universe.
and you can, and then obviously there's Indiana Jones, there's all the James
Yeah,
Bonds, but like they
you're
don't.
saying Matrix,
Yeah,
yeah,
so I'm like, I
huge.
think the Matrix, and then I'm like, have we had a movie? I know Get Out was, but it wasn't as evergreen as this. Like,
Yeah.
has there been a movie that really, Top Gun Maverick?
No.
I'm just trying to think of when was the last time it was like, holy fuck, parodied all over the place, and everyone saw
you know
it.
what I'm going to say here?
Dark Knight?
No, that changed everything and was huge like that and made as big of a profit. Blair Witch Project.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
going to
yeah.
say
Boom.
that. Scream and Blair Witch were going to be the two that I thought of that were not
Scream's
as
close, but Blair Witch
Blair
was
Witch,
huge.
First
yes,
handheld, like-
changed it.
Shot
Yeah.
on like a
That's such a good call.
$5,000 budget and made
Yep.
like $100
Yeah.
million.
Yep.
And now
Yep.
everyone does the same.
And there would be no paranormal activity. There would be
There's
none.
not a
There would
scary
be no
movie.
found footage.
Yeah, no.
Anything.
Yeah.
No.
Huge.
Yeah.
So that I agree with every single one.
Yeah.
That those changed everything. I think at the end of the 90s going into Y2K, it was all about the Matrix. It's
Yep.
been parodied the most. It changed science fiction movies into action movies. It changed action cinema and how you film it. It changed the look of how action people
What you could
fight.
do, you could just do stuff and
What you can
explain it
do.
away with, oh, this is what we're doing. We're doing
Yeah.
it.
And it's in the zeitgeist and been parodied so many
And
ways.
I'll say this too, is like Mission Impossible upped the game in the 2000s, I think, because of how hard this went. You know what I mean? Like the set pieces and the
Yeah.
stunts that Tom tries now,
Yeah.
he was not doing in those first two.
yeah.
The first two even the first three Mission Impossibles are like, oh, this is practical. This is just a spy doing stuff.
But he was
then
like,
it went like, oh,
camera
I'm
angles,
I'm
stunts.
under the earth. I'm in the Earth's core. I'm
Yeah.
breathing. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
I think it solidified like you can be deep and like it can make you think about shit, but also do action at the same time. It's like it made it where like we can
unbelievable.
be two
great.
at one time.
Science fiction meets the action. It was
Yeah.
great.
audience
boner.
score out of 100. What did the audience give it on Rotten Tomatoes? So that's like the collection of everyone that's not a critic.
92.
Yeah, I was surprised. It's 85.
Okay.
And what I noticed is a lot of people are seeing this for the first time now, and they're like, that's why I wanted to preface what Y2K
Oh, is
was.
this because it's a combination of people watching it
people
now?
watch it now do not think it's as good, and
Because
that's
they've seen
exactly,
it
and that's what I said, and
in
that's why
everything they watch.
That's why I
Look.
was really surprised by that score.
They watch
because
it and they're like, I've seen this.
they're just like,
before.
no, they're
We know
basically
the
just like,
story.
it's just not that good. It's kind of what I felt in the beginning. It was a little boring.
Because you've seen it. in
Yes,
it's been
but
used in every
if
movie.
you were alive when this came out and were over 16 years old, it blew your fucking mind.
Yeah.
And that's what you'll never be able to equate
It's like, what
to.
did critics say about the light bulb in,
Bro,
turn
bro.
of centuries, and now people are like, dude, it turns on. Like,
Dude, like imagine
works.
imagine
It's
the
like-
reviews for 12 Angry Men when it first came out. Oh my God, Gregory Peck, I want to fuck him. He's Ryan Gosling. This is the biggest movie I've ever seen. Boo Radley was getting McDonald's commercials.
Yeah. And now it's just like, look at my dad and all his friends. I don't care.
want to watch.
I see this all the time.
I don't want to watch a courthouse drama.
Yeah, what is this?
What is
Cedar?
this, Atticus Finch? More like sounds like a fucking vape. Yeah,
Yeah.
give me that Atticus.
Sounds
Finch.
like an insurance seminar
Atticus
in
Finch,
Vegas.
So the audience 85, critics 83. I was genuinely surprised audience wasn't like 94 because this not only a classic, but also a cult. Like you can be a classic and a cult classic at the same time.
Movies don't hit for fans. I find in most of the movies that we've done, in any movie in general, fans don't hit, the fan score doesn't hit the 90s unless it's like a huge block, Endgame, super adventure graphics movie.
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
This is a little too deep where it separates, where it hit the millennials.
Yes.
It didn't hit, well, Gen Z wasn't alive, but
Sure.
it didn't hit the boomers. It hit Gen X a little bit.
The
but it was
boomers that
mainly-
did see it loved it.
Right.
But they weren't necessarily going because they didn't know to go.
Right.
Because the
Where the
trailer,
other
have you seen the
movies that-
trailer? Trailer's not that good.
No.
Trailer's not that good. Trailer's very, I think we could have us three and Tony could have cut together a better trailer. Like,
well, I think the trailer was just him doing the bullet thing where he goes down.
it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it started good, but then it made it a little. It didn't represent the movie that I thought I saw, in my opinion. But that's just me. So
I feel
maybe
like
people didn't know.
in the trailer, I think they just tried to show the effects.
Yeah, good call.
And so people were like, "Oh, cool, an action movie that they're dressed
Slow mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dressed like fucking sex party people.
Yeah.
Oh, cool! It's the people from Hellraiser in the action
and
movie.
one of the clubs was
Question.
real, right? One of the clubs that the very first club where it's like raising the Dracula, Rob
yeah.
Zombie, and
Rob
they're
Zombie,
doing
yeah.
coke.
Gross.
That was all real.
Is that in LA? That's gotta be LA.
I don't know where that was
Or
shot, but
Chicago.
that was a real club, and those were all
Or
like
Germany.
club extras. It was like in
True story. When I came down to LA, I remember I was dancing at that time. But anyway,
What the fuck? We got.
I came down, and
Like
that
a
was a
Channing
big thing. Is
Tatum dancing?
a lot of dancers were coming from the Bay Area down to LA to audition for the Matrix sequel.
Are you saying dancers as in
Real dancers.
Okay,
not
yeah,
like-
I was gonna say.
No, not real. I shouldn't say that.
You weren't
uh,
Channing Tatuming it.
No, like
Yeah.
choreography
You just-
dancers.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Not exotic, but
You just
yeah.
Chalamet the dancer.
So a lot of dancers were coming down. So that was the line that I was like using on my girls and stuff. Whenever I was going,
dancer.
they're like, "Oh, you here?" I'm like, "I'm just coming down to like, I'm auditioning for the Matrix sequel." I had no idea, but it was in Matrix Reloaded when they were doing in Zion where they're all like dancing.
Yeah.
They wanted tons of dance extras.
Oh my God, it's like 1 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like a big sex fuck.
So it was a huge thing because it was all the rave scene. It was all that dancing. They wanted to add dancing because the whole cybergoth thing and the whole,
yeah, it makes sense. Coders are up late.
Yeah.
And they're partying.
and they're on
Exactly.
ecstasy all the time.
Okay, what are your guys' scores? Do you want me to go last? I think I'm going to probably be the lowest.
You want to be last or what?
Or
usually
I'll
last.
go first. I'll go
Okay,
first.
go.
I gave it an 81.
Okay.
And I was teetering in the 60s, and then it ramped up, and I was like, "Oh, this was really fun."
Okay.
It's not my first choice of a movie. Like, if I went to Cosm, I'm all in. Like, we're ripping, we're drinking. That is where I want to see this movie. Watching it in my room on a Tuesday afternoon does not do it justice, and so that's where I landed at 81. If I'm at the big screen, this is a 91.
Yeah.
And the only reason it's not higher is because it's long and not my favorite type of movie where it's like henchmen and six bads after the bad and there's jokes
Yeah.
and fucking, you know what I mean? Not real explosions, but like shoot a car and it blows up. Like I love that shit.
Yeah.
And that's not here, but I still really, really liked it. I can't go love. Really liked it.
Good.
81. Jonathan?
Wow. Is that less than Rapid Fire?
I think I enjoyed
enjoyed Rapid Fire more.
Yeah, like I
Wow.
just like those movies where I'm like, honestly, I don't like to think a lot when I watch
Rapid
movies.
Fire tickled
Yeah.
your butt.
Like I work all day and then I gotta think at the movie.
Oh, God.
I'm like
Get this guy fruit roll up.
I'm like 98 to 100 for me.
Oh, number one on the
Just
pod.
because I watched it when I was
Tom's new number
I was
one.
11 years old, watching it in theaters. Didn't understand. I was 11.
But you
and
still
then-
enjoyed it.
Loved it, and then I watched.
Now
it,
you understand it
I
and
watched it
you're
at
like,
16 when
got
I was
even
doing
better.
like my critical thinking, and I was like starting to like question
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it just like sunk in. We were like, it taught me to like question everything. Like,
It's cool.
What are we doing? So I remember just being like, that really like, it sunk with me of like question shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so it was like a really good kind of.
Did you actually stop juicing oranges to
so what I did
appreciate
know,
this movie?
Well, she put too much water in the mustard, and so I had to tell her. I had
Such a
to
good
reprimand. I reprimanded
Well,
her.
here's my follow up. What if it is a 98? What keeps it from 100?
I just think Keanu's acting.
Just a couple. Whoa.
No, what was it? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah, that was so bad.
Which is what's funny because now everybody, we love him for
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
now that
That
he
was
It
the
only
first,
took
like-
30 years
Bro,
for us to.
when
And I didn't
he's
see
out on
us
the
rating
road-
before. That was the first time I
in the
ever saw
office,
him,
he's so that first office is so bad. When he's outside, you don't believe him that he's scared at all, and then he got better. Like they were the first things that they
Keanu Reeves
shot
has
too.
sat in his style and not changed at all, except for Devil's Advocate a little bit with
Yeah.
the accent. But he has not changed at all. People made fun of
Whoa.
him, and now he's the number one
everyone loves him.
action, one of the best like
Whoa.
movie stars.
Why is this
Guys,
happening
you
to
just
me?
need 30 years. Be
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay, so 98, 81.
Oh, we were dying, by the way, that if it was my movie where I was Neo and they were giving me directions because I'm directionally challenged.
Oh yeah, that would have been
They
tough.
would have ended immediately when he'd be like, the office next to you is empty. I'd have been like, what fucking office?
Yeah.
But you're left. I'm like, fuck.
Go to the end of the hall,
Like,
and then he's like,
they got me.
He ends up going. He ends up taking like 4 turns, and I'm like,
I
how
was
did
ma-
you know to make those?
I was
turns?
like laughing. I was like laughing on it. Like if Ellie, I was like if Ellie was that, make the office across from you, she would be like, why? And then she'd be shot.
Yeah,
No, I
she just
would
get
wave
killed.
at him like, just
Yeah.
take me, man.
Yeah.
I can't figure this fucking
I'm just
place
like
out.
that's like if it was like a woman, be like,
Yeah.
wait, why? What do you want me to do? You're dead.
Yeah.
What's your score?
I'd say 88.
Yeah, and what keeps it from being higher?
I don't know.
Just kind of where you landed. It's not your favorite, but it's definitely really good.
When I left, I was like, solid movie.
Okay.
No notes, but
but
it
wouldn't
didn't
you
hit
have
me.
notes if it's at 88?
Not really. I think
Oh.
just I always go.
Show
I mean,
your
I
work,
can.
teacher.
You dissect movies and you have the notes and set pieces. For me, I just go with how I feel. Like leaving
So
the
you
theater.
felt 88.
So I felt awesome movie, so great, so much better this time that I watched it. But like we talked about earlier, when we mentioned movies, The Matrix never came up in my mind.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Great movie. I respect it. I loved it, but it's not one of the ones that I automatically gravitated to.
Yeah, for sure. That always goes to usually Predator and those. Okay, so real quick follow up before we do the hot take. I want to piggyback off of that. Having watched, we're at 40 now, I think 40 or 41 movies.
Jesus.
Has any of them stood out because this one, you felt like it was a better viewing experience, you think?
Yeah, but not in line with what we do here.
Okay.
Just a great movie.
Well,
but
that's
like,
kind of what my question is. Is this your favorite movie that we have done?
No.
What
in
would you-
terms of this, I would say.
Well, no, I'm not asking in terms of this.
This-
What's your favorite
overall
mo-
movies? And this is like
This is your
my
number-
Top,
okay.
Yeah, it's like one of my. I'd say like top 5 serious.
So it's probably your
Yes.
favorite movie that we've done on the pod.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you thought, because yours was Predator, it was
Yeah.
always Predator. Has that changed?
It's up there. I don't think it breaks the top 5.
Matrix or Predator?
Matrix.
Okay. Yeah. So you're saying it's not quite top 5, but it's still,
Yeah,
it's not
it's-
bottom 5.
Watching it this time, I enjoyed it a lot more because
Mm-hmm.
I just understand it for all the philosophy and the themes in it,
Uh-huh.
which I can appreciate. I just enjoyed it this time more because, yeah, like you said, when I watched it, even as an adult, like I didn't understand everything. It's
Sure.
a lot. So second watch, you're like, oh wow, oh he's Jesus, oh he's Moses.
When they call him Copper Top, it's the top of a battery. So they
Yeah.
call him Copper Top. I'm like,
Yeah, it was good.
he's a battery, like a battery head. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a.
I think
slur
this this was my favorite science fiction one. I liked it better than Total Recall, and I liked it better
Yes.
than RoboCop. But
Yes.
I can't put it ahead of any of the other just like tried and true. Like
Yeah.
I won't like put Above the Law and those ones above it.
Yeah.
But like man, I mean I think.
but
I
it's
just
like we've
I
always
like-
said, like Predator, Lethal Weapon, Die
yeah,
Hard.
It just isn't there for me. It's not even like
T2.
Under Siege for me. Definitely not T2.
No.
T2.
But those are 4 right there.
Yeah.
And then 5 would be what?
Yeah. Die Hard.
No, Heat.
Yeah, Heat. Yeah.
Those 5, I can't break those.
I would
but
say-
this is close.
I think for this podcast, Predator and Terminator 1 and 2, top 3, like for what we do
For the
here.
podcast,
Yeah, you
okay.
have
like
to.
they're
What
the
about you?
best.
And I look at that. Matrix is always an honorable mention upon movies in general. But I think when you're talking action movies and the pinnacle, everyone always gravitates to those 80s films.
Have you rethought at all, like in the sense of what we've been doing over the 40?
Oh yeah, I would rescore different.
What
probably.
would, because I think after everything, Die Hard, man, I don't know. I just don't think we can beat it. In terms of what
It's the
I really,
quintessential.
in terms
It's a
of what
cliche,
I really want.
and people laugh because it's mentioned in so many
it's
shows.
such a movie.
But it is the number one action movie.
I think it is, and I think I can't put Heat above it, considering what you said about it's not really for the podcast. It's a better film,
Right.
but it's not a better action movie.
Yeah.
But
Does that
it
make
is
sense?
cops and it's action
so good.
and it's good
And
cop,
good-
bad
yeah,
cop.
yeah.
It checks all the boxes. We're just like, it's way too good of a film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those where it's like if you were gonna put
It could have been
one on,
it could have been a European film in the streets of like Prague. Like
Yeah.
that's how good it was.
Yeah.
And we categorize like my categories are. It's not just comedy, action. It's like
It's the
in
best of
between to where
everything.
it's- Like when I would do it, it's like there's buddy cop.
Yeah.
There's action where it's not even close to
Yeah.
buddy cop. But this is for this. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's got to be that.
I'm
chemistry.
I'm excited for Die Hard 3 because that is a buddy cop. That's
great.
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Samuel L. Ugh.
good. Okay, so I'll do my hot take because I'm ready, and
Go
then we'll
for it.
close it out. You guys both do a hot take, and we'll close out, and then we'll think about what we want to do next. My vote is for Rush Hour just because we've been waiting.
Yeah.
But my hot take for this is I think that Morpheus is a more iconic character than Neo.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lawrence Fishburne's performance was under talked about.
Yeah.
I think it is so good. He was so captivating. He should have been nominated for an Oscar for this role. Like I just thought Lawrence Fishburne's performance as Neo or as Morpheus in this movie got overshadowed by Neo, and I don't think it should have.
Yeah.
I thought Morpheus was the heart and soul of the movie.
Right.
And his performance really it
And
was
he's
like
two
watching
different- He was two completely
Yeah.
different people in the Matrix. And out of
Exactly.
the Matrix.
It was like watching varsity actor interact with junior varsity
Yep.
actor. And he was so good to the point that I commented on it. I wrote notes about it. And I was just like, man, I know everybody knows Morpheus, the jacket, the bald, and the pills. But Neo is in Keanu, like the career, not that Lawrence hasn't had an amazing career. He's had more of a character actor career when I think, holy fuck, he should have won an Oscar for this. He was so good, and I thought he was more iconic than Neo.
Yep.
That's my hot take.
It was cool to see him in John Wick
John
too,
Wick,
because he
yeah,
played kind of
absolutely.
the
The
same
same
character,
guy.
but like good to see them together again.
Yeah.
What do you got, Tom?
It's kind of going against.
And was
what
that was pretty hot, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty hot. Most people like Neo. Yeah.
I think that I think this is what I was thinking, like that maybe Morpheus should have died in it because like his roles in the other ones are like less. I feel like maybe him dying in this one where they actually kill him in
Yeah.
it would be like a bigger backing for like Neo's like how he
His
like, when he
evolution or
becomes it.
whatever.
So
Yeah.
I was like I fucking love him in it, but like I
The
think
sacrifice.
I think him dying would have been like more for the cause, I guess. So I was like, man, I loved him, but if he would have died, I think it would have made it like even more
Yeah.
like,
Purpose.
revenge plotted and stuff. But I was like, damn, I don't want him to die, but I think it would have been cool if he died. Not cool.
You can't.
No,
kill,
good for the
Would've
story.
made-
Can't kill
Yeah.
the only black guy in the film though.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Well,
Yeah.
it was gonna be Val Kilmer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, boss?
This is a Brandon Lee movie.
Yeah. Well, piggybacking off of last week's hot take.
Yep.
Or 2 weeks ago,
Piggybacking for anybody that missed that, but this Brandon Lee is
Keanu.
doesn't get killed in The Crow. He takes over Keanu's career, and this would have been tossed to him 100%. Martial arts, action, acting. I think it would have been a little bit more on the acting sappy side.
aloof. He would have played it so aloof.
Well, no, Keanu played it aloof. I think Brandon Lee would have played it more with pathos, like more emotional to leave the Matrix and finding out he's the one, kind of like, oh my God, I'm Jesus, I'm this
like
and that.
angsty, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit more dramatic, might have been a little bit more sappy. However, I think the critics would have loved it. I think his action would have been amazing.
It would
His
kill,
martial
yeah.
arts would have been amazing. It would have stepped up the film. And he just is perfect for this role. He fits. If you put him in Keanu's outfit, everything, he's the
Yeah.
same. And I think at that time, Brandon Lee's chops would have been great too as well. And this is a Brandon Lee's movie. I love Keanu Reeves. I won't take anything back.
Mm-hmm.
But if Brandon Lee was alive, I'm sorry. Brandon Lee is everything.
That's a great take.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
And
to
that's a
see,
good
too.
piggyback off last week. That's Matrix, baby.
Yep.
Cue it. All right, that's The Matrix, the 1999 Wachowski brothers. Warner Brothers Village Roadshow. It is streaming for free on YouTube. If you want to check that out, make sure you go over to YouTube, type in the Buddy Cop Podcast. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, just type in the Buddy Cop Podcast. For Tom, for Scott, my name is Sean. I'm also Morpheus, and I took the blue pill for The Matrix.
Yep. Take the blue pill. The stakes taste better on this side. All right? Roll credits.